Are we live? Yeah, we're live. Okay, great. Good morning. It is bright and early on a Saturday, June 7th, and we're playing the puzzles together. I just woke up, so if you see me yawn a couple times, that's why. I watched a funny video yesterday. Well, it wasn't supposed to be funny, but I found it funny. Hank Green, if you know the Green brothers, John Green and Hank Green. Hank, at the end of his rant about Trump and Elon Musk, which I will not be going over in my video, though it angers me and frustrates me, equal to how he was feeling. At the end, he was just like, "This is dumb. I'm going to go play the connections puzzle." And then he played the day's connections puzzle. I watched it yesterday. He published it the day before. I just thought it was funny. He was doing the connections puzzle on his video. It was kind of funny. Hey, John Marco, how you doing? Good morning. Yeah, all right. Well, you know what? Let's dive in. I don't really have anything going on that has changed. I seeded my yard yesterday. My poor grass. I've had to dig up all these sprinkler heads and stuff. And so I've got quite a few bare spots. Some bare spots that I've had bare for actually too long, probably 2 years now. And they've just gotten worse and worse, and dogs run over them, and people walk over them, so they've gotten flattened like a hard terraformed piece of earth. And so I dug them up. My hands were shaking by the end, but I sort of like loosened up the soil back into soil again, and then I laid a whole bag of seed over all of this, and now we just water it and hope for the best. So I have I don't know if I would say I have a green thumb. Sometimes I think I have a black thumb, but grass in my yard, except for seeding it and stuff, I have a good time letting that grow. So also, I'm just live streaming today. I'm not going to record anything. I think you guys saw yesterday, if you saw it. I don't know if you saw it because not very many people saw it, but if it came up in your feed, my recap from yesterday, I turned into a short. And it was about 3.5 minutes long, and I had to pare it down into 2 different shorts. So actually, that would be kind of interesting to see the progress on that. Let me go to my studio real quick before I say any of that. Let's see. Puzzle recap of the connections, the mini crossword, and the Wordle. That got 7 views total. Yikes. And then the recap of the rest of it, the Strands puzzle and the letterboxed. That one got 10 views. Interesting. Huh. Well, that one got more views. Well, that's funny. One says one number, one says the other number. Yeah. Connections, mini crossword, and Wordle. When I click here, it says 7 views now. And then when I click on this one, okay, they both got 7 views. That's funny. Okay, well, that's where it stands. I don't know if it's worth it to make those shorts out of these, just because is 3 days indicative of an entire scheme of what's happening? No, but if I do it for 3 days and nothing happens, you start to get a little discouraged about it. So I don't think I'm going to. Hey, good morning, Callie. How you doing? Alrighty. So let's dive in. Let's play connections. I was just telling Gianmarco and people that were on that Hank Green played the connections puzzle during his video about the Trump and Elon argument. He was like, "I'm so sick of this. I'm just going to do something totally different. I'll play the Strands." And instead of guessing, he formulated the entire puzzle first, and then click, 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 and then click, click, click. Oh, that was funny. All right, so in the connections puzzle today, we've got found, number, strain, onion, stretch, air, fling, launch, Start, rest, chicken, institute, breath, equinox, hydrate, and song. Okay. These words are all over the place. Let's see. So fling could be like to fling to launch. To start. Hold on. A strain of bacteria, a start of a start of like a culture or a sourdough or something. Breathe. To air out. To rest. To stretch. These are just things that get you healthy, but like maybe getting ready for a run. No, it is one away though. All right, well, let's come back to it then. To institute, to start, to launch, and to fling. I don't know. I don't think that one's right. Okay, breathe, hydrate, rest, and stretch. I think those go together. Yeah. Tips for working out safely. That's so cool. I always love it when the puzzles have connections to my real life. So the last whole week, my kids and I have been walking/running the running track while my one daughter is at this driver's ed that she's going to, summer driver's ed class. My son wants to get into cross country, and I wanted to support him. Am I a runner? No, you can only see me from the shoulders up, but you've seen my other videos. I don't exactly have a body built for running. But the first day I just walked. The second day and beyond, I've been jogging and running to varying degrees. Usually on this running track, I'll walk the curves and then jog the straightaways. And my son, I challenged him to do both, to increase the amount of jogging. So the first couple days, he jogged one, walked a straightaway, jogged one, or the other way. He jogged the straightaway, but then walked the curve. And the last little while, he has been jogging two runs of it, and then walking one, and then jogging, and then walking. So 2 on, 1 off, 2 on, 1 off. Summer, I think his first, he's getting, like, his endurance is going up, which is awesome, but he's getting better and better and better. So it's awesome. His first kind of fun run with the cross-country kids, just to see if they're interested and whatnot, is on Monday. So we're going to, do a couple more runs today and tomorrow. Again, I am not built for running. I never have been. But it'll be fun for him. It'll definitely be fun. So it is fun already. He's told me he loves just getting out there and just getting fresh air and running. So, but these are things that we do. We definitely breathe, practice your breathing. We get plenty of rest to, kind of restructure our bodies, get ready for the next time we have to do it. A couple of sore days, right? You wake up sore, you go to bed sore, because it's, it's not something that we've done for a long time. Definitely stay hydrated. Got to stay hydrated. And, oh my gosh, you don't want to get injured, so you have to stretch too. Oh no, a lot of people are complaining about the yellow and green categories are incorrect and supposedly swapped to do a reverse rainbow. You go run a few inches. Absolutely. Run from the couch to the fridge. Just give yourself a quick little jog there. Okay, I would say What's next? Here, let's hit. Whoa, let's hit shuffle. Chicken. Chicken doesn't have anything to do with any of these. Chicken pox, chicken soup, chicken stock. Fling. All right, chicken, strain, equinox, fling, institute, either the noun or the verb. My initial thought was institute, like the brotherhood, the what's the from Fallout? I can't remember the other one. Oh my gosh, my mind is escaping me. Or there's the verb, to institute. Song, sing a song. You got it for a song. Found, launch, number, onion, start, and air. Air is like to broadcast. So fling and launch definitely go together. To launch something. Spring fling. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, wait. Spring chicken, spring fling, spring equinox. Oh my gosh, wait. Spring onion. Oh, what do you bet? Yes. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Okay, and then the two middle ones. Yellow or green and blue. Okay. I have come to know when something just stands out, it just sticks out like a sore thumb. Like chicken. Chicken what? Huh? What do you mean? Chicken something. Usually it's like, a fill in the blank or something, right? So I look for, how things are connected like that. That's so funny. Spring fling, spring equinox. Oh, spring fling is like it's just like a fun dance party, just to celebrate being at school or, whatever. It's a dance. Spring fling. Spring chicken, spring onion. Strain. Strain is what happens when you don't stretch, from the yellow category. I'm not seeing how these are connected to each other. A number. I'll play that number. Play that song. But then I don't see any others that could work like that. I'll say it as the verb. To institute. To start. Oh, to found. Oh, wait. Yeah, as a verb, to found. It was founded. Founded upon. Launched. Started. Instituted. Yes. Awesome. People are complaining about the order of the yellow and the green. Yellow for sure is the most obvious. I would say probably the green is the next most obvious. I think it's in color order. And then number, strain, song, and air. This feels like the purple category. Because I don't know, I just don't understand how these go together. Number, a ditty. Okay, you missed me on air, though. Air. Oh, like a sonata is an air. Oh, but you wouldn't call that a ditty. Ditty is like a hoedown, I don't know, something you'd play at a spring fling. Air is more of like an orchestral thing, not a ditty. No thanks. Yeah. Downvote that one. I don't love that. A number, a song, and a strain. Okay, so the other three make sense, but air, no way. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. One error. Bot says this one is hard with 51 solve rate. Oh wow, crazy. Well, we got it. I'm actually a little surprised that I got the purple category. Surprised, not surprised. What I have found, and I don't know, maybe the creator of the connections puzzle is finding this out too, is that the fill in the blank is not necessarily the least straightforward, right? And so I think she thinks that, okay, if it's a fill in the blank, it has to be purple. But just because it's a fill in the blank doesn't mean that it's necessarily the least straightforward. I got it on the second, and so I'm sure other people do too. And so I think maybe in the instructions, when you go to the how to play and it says, oh, the purple category is going to be, where did it go? Doesn't it specify, maybe I'm making that up. I remember seeing somewhere that the fill in the blank, or the purple tends to be something, and other least straightforward things like fill in the blanks. Well, guess what? Fill in the blanks sometimes you get earlier in the puzzle, so it is more straightforward. I don't know. So just to put the fill in the blanks in purple just because that's the way it's always been. I don't know if that's correct, because sometimes you get it earlier. All right, and then we play the crossword. Holy cow, what a big crossword today. Okay, yoga class need. We need a mat, yoga mat. Umlaut, rotated. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. An umlaut rotated 90 degrees becomes a colon. Oh, that's too funny. That is shocking. Oh gosh. I don't know. We'll come back. Blank, you the one? Are you the one? Reality TV show. Egg cells. Those are called ova. One of two royal sleeping options. Well, there's the king bed. Queen, and then there's only two letters. I wonder if it's a king bed. King bed. Bar seating. You probably sit on a stool. Favorite team of Chicago Pope. The Chicago Sox. Right? The Red Sox. Okay, and then we missed some, so let's do the down clues. Slices of life. Oh yeah, moments. Okay, so we must have gotten those right. Olympic gymnast Reisman. Oh, how am I supposed to, I don't know. I have no idea. Request at the end of a restaurant meal, a to-go box. Hayes of MSNBC. I am so sorry. I do not. Is that terrible? Maybe it's good for my mental health, or it's bad because I'm not aware of things. I don't watch the news. Occasionally, I'll listen to the news radio on the radio, but everything's such a downer that I don't watch the news. So somebody Hayes of MSNBC. Cool. Awesome. I could not tell you. Medium for Melville or McCarthy. They write novels. Wood used for wine barrels. They are oak, usually charred oak. And then a June honoree is a grad. No, just kidding. Dad. That is shocking. Oh. Why are you making me say that? Okay, awesome. Well, Joel, I just got to tell you, not everybody likes using phrases like that, so sorry about that. Yoga class need, a mat. Chicago Red Sox, that sounds weird. I thought that's Boston. No, Boston's the White Sox, right? Yeah, what con might mean was only blue because of the fill in the blank. Yeah, I agree. Purple doesn't necessarily mean it's the hardest. It's about how formative the words are. Oh, okay. Well, am I a smarter person because I'm formative? Umlaut, right? You'd get the two dots over a U or an O in some borrowed words. But rotated 90 degrees, that becomes a colon. That's shocking. Oh my gosh. You can read it there. Blank the One. Are You the One? Reality TV show. Egg cells. Ova. One of two royal sleeping options. A king bed. King sized. Bar seating. Sit on a stool. Favorite team of the Chicago Pope for short. The Sox. The Red Sox. Let's see. Oh, no, Boston is the Red Sox. Hold on a sec. So, is Chicago the White Sox? I don't remember. I don't watch baseball. The Chicago maybe is the White Sox. Maybe I got that one mixed up. Olympic gymnast Reisman. Allie Reisman. Okay. Sure. Request at the end of a restaurant meal. To-go box. Chris Hayes of MSNBC. Okay, that's news to me. I don't read I just don't watch the news. Am I better for it? No, but am I? Is my peace of mind kind of if some of those things are out of sight, out of mind, maybe better. Some things are inevitable, right? You're gonna see, like this whole argument thing that's going on with the president and Elon Musk. It's like. That shows up not just in news feeds, that shows up on Instagram and people making memes and jokes and whatever. You see it everywhere, so it's kind of unavoidable. But the daily nuance, the daily kind of minutia, I tend to avoid, right? I don't need that kind of negativity. Medium for Melville or McCarthy, a novel. Wood used for wine barrels, oak. June honoree. I said grad, but that doesn't fit, so I don't know why. That made dad, D-A-D. Got the Dad's Day, Father's Day coming up pretty quick here. Sticky stuff, goo. That's funny. I didn't even get to that one. Goo. Yeah, everything is news to you if you don't watch the news, right? Funny. Okay, let's see how we're going to spare the Wordle here. How about that word that we just barely saw? Novel. Okay, there's an E. We could guess... Trying to think of a non-intersecting word that doesn't use any of those previous. Wits. Keep your wits about you. Oh, there's an S. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to think of another non-intersecting word. Here's one. Frack. Frack. Okay, and there's an R. And then the rest are less obvious letters. Maybe. Right? Q-U... Okay, so what do we have? We have an S. This could be an S. It's not a V like serve. Okay, or it could be... Or it could be none of those things. How about muser? Let's give it a shot. Okay, there is a U. There is a U, but not that order. I don't know what. That was dumb. The E. I already knew the E wasn't in that place. So it's not an ES or an ER word. Okay, so what if it starts with an S? Segue, but then it doesn't use the R. I mean, serum, that's a word, but then we already guessed the M. We already guessed the M, so it's not serum. Okay, what if it was a USE word? That's not how you spell bruise. Bruise has a... Oh, it can't be blank R. I already guessed that with frack. Rouse, that's a word. No, we guessed the O. It can't be O. Shoot. And it's not consonant R because of frack. What are the letters we have? Oh, we guessed an O. It can't be an O. GeoGuessr. Is that a word? Not a word. That's not how it's spelled. Usurp. Duress. Oh, why did I do that? That was stupid. Ugh. I got excited. There's already... I'm wasting guesses. There's only one guess left. Crap. Oh, that was stupid. That was stupid. My mind's not turned on today. Usury? Could be usury. That's not a word. I gotta be careful. I've got to be careful. I might lose it all right here. Blank. E. That was a stupid guess. Okay, is it a double letter? No. It can't be consonant R. Soup. I shot myself in the foot. You guys, I really screwed it up. I said duress. That's not even how you spell duress. Duress has two S's. I am under duress. Crap. gosh, I'm stressing now. Can't be consonant R. Can't be something U. I can't believe I threw that guess away. Can't believe I threw that guess away. Wish I could take it back. I was just making words and I hit enter. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, let's clear your mind. Clear your thoughts. Clear your mind. R could go here. R can't go here. R can't go here. R could go here, but R can't go here. Okay. S could go here, could go here. Can't go here. Can go here, can't go here. Okay, U could go here, can't go here, or here, or here, or here. Okay. And then E could go here, here, here. But then as we repeated multiple times, idiot, can't go here, and then it can't go here. Could be a URE word. That would leave the S. Or it could be a USE word. But it needs an R. So it could be like whatever R USE. Groose. Is that a word? Groose. Okay, or starts with an R, something. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It could be reuse. Reuse. Okay, either we get it here or I lose a streak of like 150 days. Here, let's make absolutely sure. R could go there, yes. E could go there. U, so far we only guessed it in the second, so yes. S and E. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's either here or no. I need to go lie down. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, hey guys. You loved watching me. John Marco says, I love watching you struggle. Oh my gosh. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Oh my gosh. I literally am like, I have a streak of 117 days. I have a 100% win ratio. Oh my gosh. And I waited until the bitter end because I'm such an idiot. Look at this guess. What an amateur hour guess. Ugh. Okay, I started with novel. It gave me an E. And then I guessed wits, a non-intersecting word, a word that doesn't use any of those first couple of letters. Wits, and that gave us the E and the S in the wrong place. And then frack. Those are 3 non-intersecting words, 15 independent individual letters, and that gave us the R. And then I tried muser, which, okay, great, I could see that, but it told me user was not the correct order. And then I was sitting there making words. And you know how you just sit there and make words and hit enter, make words and hit enter, and it says, it's not a word, it's not a word, it's not a word. And then it was a word. And it was the stupidest thing because I already knew the U didn't go here. I already knew the E didn't go here. I already knew the S didn't go here. What an absolute waste of a guess. So here I am standing at the precipice. I'm like looking over the edge of the cliff going, well, I hope I get it. And then I had to like reset my entire brain and think, okay, what could happen here? Could be a double letter. I hadn't considered any double letters here yet. I usually wait until later to do that. But the R could go here. The E could go here. The U could go here. I can't believe, look at this. E. What a dummy. God, that makes me sick. Don't ever do that. And then an E at the end. And then I was like, welp, either I get it or I don't. And luckily I did. Oh my gosh, that makes me sick. Well, sorry if was anybody screaming the answer to me? No. Callie's giving me the recycle sign. Yeah, reduce, reuse, recycle. Golly. All right, let's play Strands just to purge our minds from that Wordle. Oh. Today's theme for the Strands is I am what I am. I'm actually shaken up by that. It's not even a hard word, reuse. Okay, here it is. I am what I am. Lots of different letters. I see ER in the corner here. I see a double R too. I wonder. I am what I am. Are these like philosophy terms, right? I am what I am. Is this about Sam I am? Green eggs and ham? A lot of consonants right here. That's strange to have so many consonants clustered together. John Marco's still making fun of me. Golly. I am too, I guess. The self-deprecation is laying on pretty heavy right now. I'm very confused by how many consonants are hanging out in the corner over here. There's L, S, L, E, S, D. I almost saw the word dilemma. What could the H go with? Maybe H starts a word. There's not like a CH or an SH or something there. Okay. What am I? I'm a person. I'm like self. Oh, I think I see it. Be yourself. Be yourself. I am someone. Person. Oh, I am mortal. I am human. Wait, let's go this way. Individual. I am an individual. Oh, soul. I'm like, what is Solu? What do you mean? Soul. Okay. I am a worthwhile human being that knows how to do the Wordle. I am what I am. I was just actually thinking about this yesterday. I was watching my dog play, and I was like, my dog has no sense of self, right? My dog doesn't realize, like, it knows about the humans and the animals and stuff around it, but does it understand that it is, right? I think, therefore I am, that kind of thing. Sure, a dog thinks, but do they think in such a deep, meaningful way like we do? Be yourself. Mortal. You are mortal. You are someone. You are a person. You have a soul. You are an individual. You are human. Because I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And God doggone it, people like me. Stuart Smalley. Remember that one from Saturday Night Live? I know, right? This makes me feel like more encouraged now. Who knew Strands could slap me with some encouragement? Because I'm good enough and I'm smart enough. What am I saying the quote wrong? Daily affirmations. What was Stuart Smalley's catchphrase? I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. I thank you, Strands Puzzle. I needed that today. I needed some encouragement like that after a rough Wordle. We got the Wordle, but we had to do it all in 6, and I had to stare at the edge. Oh, man. Okay, let's go Letterboxd. Lucky us. We have to do it in 6 words. So we got a little more wiggle room today, but because of that, they also gave us a U and a Q and a Z. TH are on the same side. That's not very fun. All right, we got an S, an I, and an E. We got a Z, a T, and an H, N, Q, and A, U, L, and B. Okay. So QU, of course, is going to have to go somewhere. There's no O. There's no R. Quizlet. Oh, yes it is. Tell me it's not. Quizlet. Ask any teenager if Quizlet is a word. They will tell you absolutely it is. Oh, dang it. There's no Y, and I can't play IE. Iniquity. Surprisingly easy. The audacity. I'm waiting for the day that they put the Q and the U on the same side just to toy with us. Say, haha, you can't use the Q and the U at the same time. I don't know what I'm going to do. Just melt. I'll just melt. There's no R. There's BL. I was going to say table or tablature. Oh, there's no R anyway. All right, what do we do with the Z? I haven't even thought about the Z yet. Haze. We could just say haze. That's okay. Horse-related. Equine. Oh, there's no R. You could say the word alabaster. Well, there's no R in this puzzle. That's tricky. Come on, think. Think. Your brain's turned off ever since that Wordle. I can't say insult. INSULT. Because the U and the L are on the same side. In shale. In slate. In slate sounds a word. Sounds like a word, doesn't it? Oh, I could almost spell intubate if T-U-U-B was not on the same side. Or is that intubate with an I? Maybe that's I. I feel like I did good with equine. Okay, I'm going to write these two down. This is what I always do. Okay, because we have haze and equine. And then if I can get to the H from... Oh, I should write down what letters are left, too. Because we've got an S, a B, an L, and a T. Okay. I'll go shunt. And then I need to get rid of the L and the B still. Oh, I wish I could go... How about labels? And then, I think we got it. Stash. Okay, and then that ends us on the H, which we say H-A-Z-E, haze. And then we say equine, or equine. Is it equine or equine? Okay, whew. My brain is just still so shaken up from that Wordle. I might need to go have a lie down. Okay, let's do it. All right, so the word labels led us to the S for stash, and then the H led us to haze to get rid of the Z, and then equine or equine to get rid of the Q and the U. Wow. How'd they solve it yesterday? Let's see what the puzzle was yesterday. Mischief and fluidity. Wait, I used the word fluidity. Hang on. They borrowed one of my words, fluidity. Or I said fluidly. I guess I could say either one, huh? Fluidly or fluidity. Huh. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, let's recap real quick. The connections puzzle, some people were complaining about apparently. But tips for working out safely: you need to breathe, you need to hydrate, you need to rest, and you need to stretch. You don't want to pull muscles and get hurt. Spring blank. This is the purple category. I saw this next. Spring chicken, spring equinox, spring fling, spring onion. The green category: establish, to found, to launch, to institute, and to start. And then the blue category, I disagree with this one. I just straight up disagree with this one. I don't like it. A ditty right? A little jig. Don't say air. Maybe say jig. What a great word. Replace air with jig. Then a lot more people would be happy, I'm sure. An air. I think of an air like a sonata, like an orchestral piece, not a ditty that you're going to do a jig to. A number, a song, and a strain. Even a strain is pushing it too. A strain more sounds like, I don't know, the refrain of a fancier song. Not that you're going to you go play at a hoedown, right? A ditty. So I don't know if I fully agree with that one. Yoga class need, a mat, umlaut, rotated 90 degrees, a colon. I love that. 2 dots, 2 dots. That's shocking. You can read the answer right there. Are You the One? A reality TV show. Egg cells, ova, the plural of ovum. One of 2 royal sleeping options, king bed. I guess a queen bed and a king bed. Or a California king. That doesn't fit here. Bar seating. A stool. Sit at the bar stool. Favorite team of the Chicago Pope for short. Is that the White Sox? Red Sox is Boston, right? So, the White Sox. Slice of life. Moments. Olympic gymnast Reisman. Allie Reisman. A to-go box is a request at the end of a restaurant meal. Hayes of MSNBC. Chris Hayes. I don't watch the news. We were talking about that a few minutes ago. I just simply don't watch the news. A lot of us don't watch the news. Just to keep our sanity, right? Medium of Melville or McCarthy. They wrote novels. Wood used for wine barrels, oak. June honoree, dad for Father's Day. And then sticky stuff, goo. Yucky goo. All right, and the Wordle nearly ended me today. I started with the word novel, one of the words from the mini crossword. And then a non-intersecting word with novel would be wits. And then another non-intersecting word would be frack with an R. So it gave us the R, the E, and the S. And I'm thinking, okay, what could it be? How about muser? Sure, that would at least tell me what order the letters are in. And then I'm sitting there like, you do that thing where you type in letters and you're like, is this a word? Is this a word? Is this a word? Yeah, apparently durs is a word. That's not how you spell duress. If I'm under stress and I'm being like forced to do something, you signed it under duress. But I think that has 2 S's at the end. So I'm a little surprised that's a word. And it was the stupidest guess I could have ever guessed. Because there's a U in the same place as the previous guess. And an E in the place of two previous guesses. Why am I reusing these letters? And then I'm mixing letters around. And you guys saw, if you were on here when this happened, I sat there for way too long trying to figure out what order these letters went in. And I finally came upon reuse, and thank goodness that was it. I hit enter going, all right, either I get it or I don't. Either I keep my streak of 117 days and my perfect 100% win rate, or I die here and now. It was, I was under duress. Oh my gosh. I was fracking the answer out of my brain. Crazy good night. Okay, and then the Strands puzzle was nice. It was a little bit of encouragement after such a demoralizing Wordle. Today's theme was I am what I am. Be yourself. There it is. Be yourself. That's funny. At first I saw self, and then I saw yourself, and I was like, oh, maybe it's be yourself. I am someone. I am mortal. I am a person. Soul. I have a soul. I am an individual. I am human. These felt like Stuart Smalley quotes. I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. And then for the letterbox today, we had the word labels, and then the S led to stash, and then the H led to haze, and then the E led to equine or equine. Cool. Welp. There it is. Well, if you like what you saw, give it a like. Consider subscribing. We do this every day. In the summer like this, we do it in the morning. Since the spring equinox, we do this in the morning because school is out. And hopefully for the whole rest of the summer we can. There are going to be a couple days that I can't, camping trips and things like that. So we'll figure it out. I don't know. Figure it out when we cross that road. But yeah. Thanks for a great stream. Thanks for a good chat. Thanks for laughing at me about reuse. I don't know why that was a tough word for me. I know why it was a tough word for me, because my fifth guess I totally threw out the window. Totally wasted a guess there. But you know what? I'm going to go kind of reset my mind, maybe make a little breakfast, open my passages and breathe, maybe touch grass. And I'll catch you on the next one. You guys are awesome. See ya.